ভালো আছে। To join the class for any kind of problem, they miss the class. So I don't want anyone that they will miss my class. If they miss somehow, they can just join the class or just watch the class from YouTube. Okay. So Saum Khan, what is your answer? The construction of the Great Wall started.
In 3rd century BC.
Yeah, it's 3rd century BC. I think you don't have any argument. I think most of you will say the same thing. The construction of the Great Wall started in 3rd century BC. I can see Jubair Al Khatib and Fardin Khan, you have raised your hand. Is this the reason or you just want to say the same thing?
Sir, I want to say that same things.
Yeah, what do you want? Same thing, you want to say the same thing?
Yes, I think the answer is A.
Okay, so there is no dispute here. So you can go forward, move forward. The Chinese name of the monument is? It's
So
very
I think
easy.
it is A.
It is
The
the
Great
Great Wall. No, it's the Chinese name of the monument. Chinese name.
Chinese name.
Who can answer it?
Sir, I can.
Long one.
Yes.
The Long Wall.
Yeah, the Long Wall. The Long Wall is the Chinese name, or the native people there used to call it the Long Wall. And we know it as the Great Wall of China. Okay, the next one, the wall as it exists today was constructed mainly by Qin Dynasty, Northern Wei Dynasty, Ming Dynasty. Who can answer it? That means who constructed, who built this? Who built this monument or this Great Wall? Who can answer it? Which dynasty? Okay, so what happened to the rest of the participants? Only Piyash, Saum, these are the guys who are okay, I need some new faces. Anybody can answer it. Don't be afraid of. Don't be shy. If you attend this class just like a dumb people, dumb guy, there will be no benefit. Okay, still I can see Faisal, Jamil and Saum. Anybody else who can answer it? The wall as it exists today was constructed mainly by? Who constructed this wall? Great Wall of China. Okay, Faisal, Jamil.
So I think it's number A, Qing Dynasty.
Saum, what do you think? Is it Qin Dynasty?
I think it's B, Northern Wei Dynasty.
And Nusrat Jahan Khan, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm with him. B.
Fahim Khan Jim, what do you think?
Sir, I think it's C, Ming Dynasty.
Yeah, I thought that I heard that if I am not telling the wrong, then it's Ming Dynasty. Let's see, we will check the answer. Thank you, Fahim Khan. And the last one, during the Ming Dynasty, the wall's main purpose was? Okay, a lot of guys raised their hand. So let's see, is there any new face? No, the same guys. It's not good. I want you all to join the session, to be active participants. Okay, so I can see Fardin Khan. During the Ming Dynasty, the wall main purpose was?
I will go with C.
With C, to contribute to the defense of the country.
Yes.
Anybody else want to share? Fardin Khan, go with C. Anybody?
Sir, I wanna give my answer.
Yeah, Jamil.
Yes, sir. I think it's number A, to be a military fortification.
To be a military fortification. Yeah, I just heard it. I think this should be to be a military fortification. Do you know that military fortification? Anybody who can explain it? The topic, the term military fortification. Actually, the word is very similar. Fort is something somewhere where the soldiers stay there for protecting their country or for any kind of reason that could be they are standing just beside the fort, just inside the fort, or that is called fortification. It's a barrack for the soldiers. They stay there all together to protect the country. Okay. We wanna check our answer right now. Let's
I have
see.
a question.
Okay, give me a minute. A, B, C, C, C. Let's see. The first one A, and then I think we missed out this one, 32. 32 is B. In 220 BC, the construction of the Great Wall started. And the Chinese name of the monument is, then all of them are C. 33C, 34C, 35C, to contribute to the defense of the country. Yeah, what is the question?
What is the meaning of a dynasty? Because
Dynasty meaning,
we see in that
yeah, I can tell you that dynasty meaning, actually it's what I will tell. It's a title of the kingship or kinghood. Actually, we have Pal dynasty, we have different kind of dynasty. That means it's a title of a group.
So do you mean the ruling age or the ruling
Yeah,
part of the
ruling people? Yes, it's a title. It's a title.
is there a difference between an empire and a dynasty?
No, same thing. Yeah, I am just searching the word, just trying to sort it out in my mind. Dynasty and empire, same. Okay, so we will now listen rest of the part. So everyone listen carefully. It would take a few more seconds.
Now listen carefully and answer questions 36 to 40.
Before the use of bricks, the Great Wall was mainly built from stones, wood, and rammed earth. However, during the Ming Dynasty, bricks were heavily used in many areas of the wall. The size and weight of the bricks made them easier to work with than earth and stone, so construction quickened. Additionally,
Now listen carefully and answer questions 36 to 40.
before the use of bricks, the Great Wall was mainly built from stones, wood, and rammed earth. However, during the Ming Dynasty, bricks were heavily used in many areas of the wall. The size and weight of the bricks made them easier to work with than earth and stone, so construction quickened. Additionally, bricks could bear more weight and endure better than earth and wood. But many western sections of the wall are constructed from mud, and thus are more susceptible to erosion. That's why in many locations the Great Wall is in disrepair. A report by the State Administration of Cultural Heritage states that almost a fifth of the wall has totally vanished. In places, the height of the wall has been reduced from more than 5 meters to less than 2 meters. And more than 60 kilometers of the wall in Gansu province may disappear in the next 20 years, due to frequent sandstorms. However, the state does its best to preserve and extensively renovate the Chinese Wall, which makes a considerable figure upon the terrestrial globe. Due to its imposing sizes, the wall is often believed to be visible from the moon. But it's only a rumor. The width of the Great Wall, viewed from the moon, is about the same as that of a human hair, viewed from 2 miles away. In other words, to see the wall from the moon would require superhuman eyesight. Today, the monument attracts thousands of national and foreign tourists every day. In 1987, UNESCO designated the Great Wall a World Heritage Site. and now the Great Wall is generally recognized as one of the most impressive architectural feats in history.
Yeah, I think
That is the end of section 4. You now have half a minute to check your answers.
okay, we'll listen the first part once again because it's little bit tricky. It's not very clear. So listen carefully.
Now listen carefully and answer questions 36 to 40.
Before the use of bricks, the Great Wall was mainly built from stones, wood, and rammed earth. However, during the Ming Dynasty, bricks were heavily used in many areas of the wall. The size and weight of the bricks made them easier to work with than earth and stone, so construction quickened. Additionally, bricks could bear more weight and endure better than earth and wood. But many western sections of the wall are constructed from mud, and thus are more susceptible to erosion. That's why in many locations the Great Wall is in disrepair. A report by the State Administration of Cultural Heritage states that almost a fifth of the wall has totally vanished. In places, the height of the wall has been reduced from more than 5 meters to less than 2 meters. And more than 60 kilometers of the wall in Gansu province may disappear in the next 20 years, due to frequent sandstorms. However, the state does its best to preserve and extensively renovate the Chinese wall, which makes a considerable figure upon the terrestrial globe. Due to its imposing sizes, the wall is often believed to be visible from the moon. But it's only a rumor. The width of the Great Wall, viewed from the moon, is about the same as that of a human hair, viewed from 2 miles away. In other words, to see the wall from the moon would require superhuman eyesight. Today, the monument attracts thousands of national and foreign tourists every day. In 1987, UNESCO designated the Great Wall a World Heritage Site. And now the Great Wall is generally recognized as one of the most impressive architectural feats in history.
Okay, that's it. So
That
now
is the end of section 4. You now have half a
we will check the answer. So before the use of bricks, the Great Wall was mainly built from stones, wood, and dash. What will be the answer? Who can answer it? Fahim Khan, Jim.
Sir, it is cramped mud.
Rammed
Sir,
mud.
rammed mud.
Rammed. What do you understand by rammed mud?
Sir, I think it's a mud, but it's packed together tightly.
Very tight, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, anybody else? Sound, what do you think?
I also think the same. Rammed earth.
Okay. It's a tight mud, right?
Yeah, it's like hard and just in figure. It's like and what should I say? Like it's hard.
Fahim Khan, you are from which class?
Sir, class 7.
7, okay. Okay, the next one. Many western section of the wall are constructed from mud and thus are more dash.
Susceptible.
Can you spell out the word?
Susceptible.
Spelling, anybody?
No, sir, I can't.
Anybody who
I
can
can.
answer it?
I can.
Yeah. What it is?
DISSUPTAPLE.
What do you understand by this word, susceptible?
Wait, susceptible. I'm not sure. I guess I have
I
heard
think
this
more
word for the
durable,
first time.
more durable. That means very tight, very strong, more durable. That the things it's not easily being demolished, cannot be easily demolished or destroyed. A part of the wall in Gansu province may disappear in the next 20 years. Due to this. Due to what?
Frequent
Frequent
sandstorm.
sandstorm.
Rohit Pal.
Frequent sandstone.
Sir, the answer is sandstorm.
Sandstorm. That means frequent sandstorm. Do you know that what is sandstorm?
Sir, a sandstorm is a storm that made by sand
Sand, yes. Or especially we find it in the
in desert areas.
desert areas. We find this thing available, or most often, very often it happens. Yeah, thank you. Frequent. That means very often. Frequent sandstorms. To see the wall from the moon would require superhuman. Very easy. This one. I think everybody can answer it. Superhuman eyesight, right?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes,
There is
sir.
a rumor. There is a rumor that if you go to the moon, you can see the Great Wall of China with your blank eye from the moon. It's not a true fact. That you can see the clarification here. It's a rumor. So that's why here the speaker is telling that actually, if you want to see the Great Wall of China from the moon, then you need superhuman eyesight. The Great Wall is generally recognized as one of the most impressive in history. What will be the answer? The last one.
Architectural site.
Architectural eaves.
Architectural or
architectural.
archaeological? Which one?
Sir, architectural.
Architectural in
Yes,
history. The
sir.
Great Wall is generally recognized as one of the most impressive architecture or architectural in history. Which one? It's not clear, right? So let's
Architectural eaves.
okay, let's check your answer. Rammed earth, you can see the spelling here. It's a new word. It's very tight earth, tight soil. It's not something that can easily be demolished or destroyed. Rammed earth, RAMMED. Susceptible to erosion. That means susceptible, durable. Frequent sandstorms, eyesight, and architectural fits. This is the word we missed out. Architectural fits in history. Okay. I'm gonna play the audio clip for you. Let's hear. And hopefully this is one of the most important audio clip you are gonna listen. So listen carefully. Okay, let's start.
English learners make. What are the most common mistakes?
Can you hear that?
It's clear.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Top 5 mistakes English learners make. What are the most common mistakes that English learners make? Which mistakes do most English learners need to correct in order to learn English much faster? Here are the top 5 English learning mistakes. 1. Focusing on grammar. This is the biggest, most common, and worst mistake. Research shows that grammar study, in fact, actually hurts English speaking ability. Why? Because English grammar is simply too complex to memorize and use logically. And real conversation is much too fast. You don't have enough time to think, remember hundreds or thousands of grammar rules, choose the correct one, then use it. Your logical left brain cannot do it. You must learn grammar intuitively and unconsciously like a child. You do this by hearing a lot of correct English grammar, and your brain gradually and automatically learns to use English grammar correctly. 2. Forcing speech. Both English students and teachers try to force speech before the learner is ready. The result is that most students speak English very slowly with no confidence and no fluency. Forcing speech is a huge mistake. Don't force speech. Focus on listening and be patient. Speak only when you are ready to speak, when it happens easily and naturally. Until then, Never force it. 3. Learning only formal textbook English. Unfortunately, most English students learn only the formal English found in textbooks and schools. The problem is, native speakers don't use that kind of English in most situations. When speaking to friends, family, or coworkers, native speakers use casual English that is full of idioms, phrasal verbs, and slang. To communicate with native speakers, you must not rely only on textbooks. You must learn casual English. 4. Trying to be perfect. Students and teachers often focus on mistakes. They worry about mistakes. They correct mistakes. They feel nervous about mistakes. They try to speak perfectly. No one, however, is perfect. Native speakers make mistakes all the time. You will too. Instead of focusing on the negative, focus on communication. Your goal is not to speak perfectly. Your goal is to communicate ideas, information, and feelings in a clear and understandable way. Focus on communication. Focus on the positive. You will automatically improve your mistakes in time. 5. Relying on English schools. Most English learners rely totally on schools. They think the teacher and the school are responsible for their success. This is never true. You, the English learner, are always responsible. A good teacher can help, but ultimately, you must be responsible for your own learning.
Please rejoin. You have to rejoin within few seconds.
You must find lessons and material that are effective. You must listen and read every day. You must manage your emotions and remain motivated and energetic. You must be positive and optimistic. No teacher can make you learn. Only you can do it.